Yes, when we are going to call that particular get data function. Yes, when we are going to call this particular function, in that case that particular static variable is incremented. So for that particular purpose we have to call that particular function with the help of each and every object. So first of all we will call that get data function with the help of first a object. Similarly we will call that particular function with the help of second object as a b, and again with the help of third object. Now change the values with respect to call. Now again, okay, I will display one more statement here. After the reading data or after the getting data, value is changed. So that's why I use one more line. Now again display all these counts. So that's why I've copied all these lines from upper part and now return to 0. Okay, now anyone just tell me what is the output? What is the output with respect to this code? Yes guys, what is the expected output for this particular code? Okay, let us execute. What will happen when first object is created? Item abc, a count, a dot get count, b dot get count, and c dot get count. So what is the value of this count? Yes, what will the value of this count? By default the value of count is 0. Okay, so I will execute this code. So look at this. Yes, output is visible. Yes, Sakshi, Pratvik.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what will happen? Yes, guys, reply. What will happen when we call this particular first get count, get count, get count with the help of all these objects ABC? So by default, whatever the value of count is directly initialized to this variable count and he will display. So when all the objects are created at that time, the value of count is 0 because we have not incremented that value. And next one, this particular line is going to call this particular function get data, and inside that get data we have used that static variable in incremental manner. So he will update his own value 0 to 1. So next one, again when we are going to call that particular function with the help of b object. So what is the value of this number? Okay, with respect to a, what is the value of that number? Okay, when we are going to call
10.
the value of a is 10, but what is the value of then in that case count? What will the value of count? Is
1.
1.
1.
Okay. Next,
1.
when we are going to call this particular line b dot get data with the help of 20, what will happen? Yes, b
A
dot
dot number 20.
B dot
a
number
dot
equal
number
to
9.
20.
No guys, a dot not number, b dot, because we have created b object. So that's why I am written as a dot number and b dot number. Okay, so don't confuse with respect to this a and that. We are just talking about the object. So b dot number is 20 and new value with respect to count is 2. Now what will happen when we are going to call the third line c dot get data as a 30? In that case the local variable c dot number is 30, and in that case the value of count is 3. So after that again when we are going to call this particular get data, in that case this what will happen for each and every object? Yes, for each and every object that static variable
Increment by
considered
1.
as a 3.
Increment by 1.
Okay, but for each and every object when we are going to call that particular, or when we want to display that particular count or static variable, each and every object is going to display the same value. Why same value? Because each and every object is going to consider the latest value. So what is the latest value of that count is 3.
3.
Okay, so each and every object is going to consider that latest value. Okay, so that's why for each and every object it will display as a 3. Am I right? Clear? Clear
Yes,
with
sir.
respect to static? Okay, so again I will share this code. Just try to execute all these codes guys. if you have any doubt, and just try to do some changes. Don't copy and execute this code as it is. So next one, with respect to static function. So this particular static function is again very similar with static variable. So by declaring a function member as a static, we make it independent of any particular object of the class. Just like we are going to call all these static members independent of object. Similar way, this particular static function is work as independent with respect to each and every object. So a static member function can be called even if no object of the class exists. So no need to call no need to create the object to call this particular static function. Directly this particular static function is called with the help of class name. So no need to create the object of that particular class, and with the help of that particular object we are going to call multiple member functions. But in case of static function, no need to create that particular object. Without object, we are directly going to access that particular static function. So how we are going to access that particular static function? So I will just write down here syntax. Similar way, just like directly class name, scope resolution operator, and the static function name. Okay, so this is the syntax. In this manner we are going to call that particular static function. So no need to create the object of that particular class. So with the help of directly class name, we are going to access that particular static function. So a static member function can only access static data members, other static member functions, and any other functions from outside of the class. So what are the different values which we are using inside this static member function? So inside this static member function, we are only access the static data members. We are not going to access the remaining local variables as well as global variables. This particular static member function is directly going to access only static data members as well as static member functions. Those are available inside that program. So this is related with static function. Okay, so I will directly give one more example with respect to this static, so you'll get the better idea. Okay, so first one is our first is the header file. Next one is the using namespace as standard. Next one, so we'll create one more class as a test. Inside that test, here I have created one local variable as a node, and second one is the static variable, because this particular variable is available inside the static function. And we are using again same count. After that, I'll use the public specifier. Next, I will write the set code function, and inside that I'll just initialize that particular code variable by the count value. Now I will show that particular variable, show code value. Yes, how you are going to show that particular value? What is the syntax? Directly cout Next one, object numbers. And in the and we will use that code. From scratch. Yes. What we have been considered here? One class test, and inside that we have been considered. Yes, guys. Two different values. First one is the integer as a code, and second one is the
integer node,
static
static
integer as a
static
count.
integer count,
Next is the public access specifier, and inside that
public specifier
void set that
set code,
set code
set that variable. After that, how we are going to set that variable? With the help of count value. So plus plus as the count.
Pl-
Next one is the void show that code,
show code,
and inside that, okay, I will just write down here value of code. Okay, so it will display the better result. Okay, code, and then I will use the new line. After that, so I will use the static variable. So sorry, static function. How to write the static function? So this is the way. Use the static keyword before the data type. Next, static void, and use the name for that particular function. Here in this case, we have been considered as a show count, and inside that we are going to display the count value of count. And now we are going to check how we are going to provide the call for this particular function, because this particular function is of static. So that's why we haven't considered as a count. I think small count, right? And we'll consider as a slash n. Okay, so this is the end of this class. Now
into main
integer main, before that just declare that particular variable, because he will consider it as a 0. Inside that, inside the main, what we are using, yes, inside the main we have to create the object of that particular class to call this particular set code method and show code method. Yes. So how you are going to create the objects? Test t1
test t1
t1 and t2. So I will create the two different objects, and with the help of first one, t1 dot set
set
code,
code
what will happen? Yes, what will happen when we are going to call this particular line? It will call this particular function, and he will increment his value count, and it will assign to code. Similarly, I will call that particular function again from another object t2. So here in this case, yes, what will happen, guys? If I will call this particular function with t1 object, he will consider first of all 0, then 0 plus plus 1. So what will the value of code for t1 object is 1. Next one, what will happen when we are going to call that again set code function with the help of t2 object? Again, he will consider the previous value of that particular count, and he will increment by 1, again it assign it to code. So next value is 2. Okay, so up to this, what are the values of code for t1 object is 1 and t2 object is 2. Now just display how many objects are created. Yes, for that particular purpose we have to call this particular function show count, because show count is nothing but number of objects. So how we are going to call this particular function? I have written that syntax.
Scope.
How we are going to
Scope
call that
resolution.
Scope
static
resolution of
static
the
function? The name of that particular class, then scope
Scope.
resolution operator, and
scope resolution
Scope.
operator.
name of
Show
that particular
count.
function. So this is the way in which we are going to call. Next, suppose I will create the one more object. Okay, before that, just we will display what will happen if suppose I will show the show code value t2 dot show code. Yes, what is the expected result, guys? Okay, once again I will repeat this code. What we have written, we have created the simple class test, and inside that we have used two different variables. One is of local variable and second one is the static variable. And inside the public we have created three different methods, and out of that three we have created two different methods. Sorry, we have created first two methods of normal member functions and one method is of static type. So inside that first one, set code, we are directly going to initialize that code variable with the help of count value, and inside the show code we are going to display that code value. But inside the show count, yes, inside the static function, directly we are going to display that count value. And how we are going to call that particular function? With the help of this particular line, the name of that class, scope resolution and show count. So this is the way in which we are going to call that particular function. So this, what is the expected result? I will execute this code. Okay, guys, this is the result. Value of count is 2. This particular statement belong from which function? Value of count.
Static function.
This belongs from the static function, and this particular function is called with the help of this particular line. Okay. And next one, value of code is 1 and value of code is 2. Why? Because with the help of t1 object we have called that set code, and inside that set code what logic we have been written is काय logic लिहिले? Code is equal to plus plus count
Count plus 1.
Count.
plus 1. So when this particular t1 object is created, directly count value is initialized to 0. Next, when we are going to when we are going to call this particular set code, that count is incremented by 1 and that value is assigned to code. Okay, so t1 dot code is nothing but 1. And when we are going to call the t2 dot set code, in that case this particular count variable is nothing but the static variable. So he is going to create use the previously generated value or latest value. So what is the value of count previously generated is the 1. So he will increment that value by 1, means the value of count is 2 and it will assign to code. So for t2 object the value for code is 2. So that's why he will display in this manner. Suppose I will create one more object after that show count t3, and again I will call that set code function. Now what will happen? Yes, guys, for this particular object t3 object, yes, when t3
Value
object
of
is
code
created,
becomes
he is going to call set code function. Well, compiler directly move towards inside this code. Yes, again he is going to consider this particular count variable. So he will so this particular count variable is going to consider which value? He is going to consider the value is 2. He will increment by 1, means 3, and it assigned to code. So now code is 3. Again now call that show code, or before show code display the number of counts. So show count and okay, I will write after t2. So it will display in sequential manner. t3 dot show code. What is the result, guys?
T3 sir, TE झालंय.
t3. Yes. When we have created two objects, it will display as a 2. When we have created the third object, it will display count as a 3. Okay, so this particular count static variable is nothing but is used to measure the counts, how many objects are created. Okay, so for that particular purpose we are using that static variable, and these are the three different lines related with this code: show code, show code, and show code. Okay, so t1 is nothing but 1, t2 is nothing but 2 value, and t3 is nothing but 3 value. Okay, clear guys with respect to static function? Yes, how it works and how you are going to provide the call. And inside the static we are directly, or we are using only static variables. Okay, what will happen if suppose I will use here code? Okay, we will check it will fire any error or warning. Just check. Yes, he will display this error: invalid use of member test code in static member function. Why? Because this particular code, this code is nothing but local variable. So inside the static function we are using only yes, we are using only which variables?
Static variable.
Only static variables and static functions. Okay, so this is the use of static function. And static function is called, so to call the static function no need to create the object of that class. So directly with the help of class name we will directly call that static function. Okay, so suppose I will comment out all this code, star slash and star slash, and I will directly call that particular static function. Is this possible, guys? Without creating the object, he will call that particular function. It is a valid declaration. Yes, the value of count is 0. So with the help of class name, directly we will call that particular function show count, and from that show count he will display the value of that count. Yes, why it will return 0? Yes, can anyone? Why it will return as 0? Guys, just reply why it will create as 0, or why it will return as 0. Yes, can anyone?
Default value of count is 0.
Default value of count is 0 means no object is created. Suppose inside this code I will do some changes. Yes, what is the class name? Suppose we will create the constructor. Yes, what is the test? And I will create the default constructor. And suppose in that case I will directly increment count by 1. And now I will create multiple objects of that particular class, just like A, B, C, D, E, and F. So now what is the value of count? Yes, guys, what is the value of count? Yes, what will be the value of count? I will execute. Value of count is 6. Why? Because we have created, yes guys, reply. We have created 6 different objects.
6 objects.
Okay, so that's why this particular constructor is going to be called how many times? This test constructor, default constructor, is going to be called how many times? 6 different times.
6
6
times.
times.
6 times. So that's why inside this show count, what is the latest value of that count? Is 6. So that's why he will return as a 6. So this is the use of static variable and static function. Clear? Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I will again comment out because, and I'll remove this comment for your purpose. Okay, so enough for today. I will share this Quora, guys, for your purpose. Guys, do one thing. I'll share that MCQs